by Western Auto. More for your car, a lot more for your money. And by Hardee's. Have you tasted what's making America save? It's here. It's all here at Hardee's. And now, here is Don Fortune.
Live from Kemper Arena in Kansas City, it's Game 3 of the MISL West playoffs between the St. Louis Steamers and the Kansas City Comets. Hello again, everyone. I'm Don Fortune along with Jack Carey. We're at Kemper, and it's do or die. The Steamers going for a sweep of this best-of-5 series. They lead it 2-0. It's obvious the Comets have their backs to the wall. They must win tonight or the season is over. They also must stop Diego Pesa, a man who has really killed them up front for St. Louis. He had 4 goals in Game 2 in St. Louis last week. On the other hand, the St. Louis Steamers have got to be content with trying to stop Gorden Hill. Gordy Hill, with 5 goals in this series, has really been beating Slobo Ilieski. There's one other factor in this game. It will be physical. Gino Schiraldi said if you thought last week's game was tough, they're going to play World War III out here. Standing by on the floor right now with Jack Carey is the Comets' leading scorer, Gorden Hill. Jack?
Well, I tell you what, Don, you talked about it being a pressure game. When you go into a pressure-type situation, I can't think of a better guy than I'd want on my team than Gordy Hill. As you mentioned, 5 goals and 1 assist. Pressure, is that a word you can identify with?
No, I don't associate pressure. If we go out and play the way we've played, it's not pressure, it's just playing the way that we can be able to play with confidence, take it to them, and produce the game that we played in St. Louis. We can beat them. There's no problem. They don't worry me.
Game number 2, Gordy, extremely physical. I mean, like a war out there. Do you anticipate that type of thing happening here tonight at Kemper?
It's going to be a hard game, but they don't. You know, if they want a war, they'll get one. If they want to play the game, they'll get a game. If they want to play, it my way, which is skillful and the way it should be played, then they'll get it whichever way they want it. But I won't mix it. I will play the only way I know how to play, and that is go out there and do damage against them. They've got to kick me. They've got to trip me. They've got to do everything they can to stop me, because I won't die.
After the game, game number 2, Diego Pesa, who has scored 6 goals in 2 games, said Kansas City was guilty of cheap shots. Any retaliation there?
Obviously they're going to say that, but if cheap shots, what are cheap shots? What the referee pulls us up against? Cheap shots here. He knows all about cheap shots. They all know about cheap shots. It's just that the ones that aren't called are the ones they complain around. And it seems like that we're not called for them because we get away with it, but they've had cheap shots. But they don't. They're going to get some cheap shots tonight, whether they like it or whether they don't. They've got to play the game.
Best of luck. No tomorrow, Gordy.
No, that's right. I'm gonna bite this cherry. I'm gonna bite it hard.
All right. Good luck to you, buddy.
Thanks, Jack.
Okay, the scene is set, I guess, Don. Boy, it should be a dandy here at Kemper Arena tonight. We'll be back with the opening kickoff right after these messages.
This bud's for everyone who scrapes it, sprays it, and lays it on smooth.
It's buds for you, for all you do. The king of beers is coming through.
Yeah, just for you. That distinctively clean, crisp taste that says Budweiser.
For all you do.
This bud's for you.
Gas prices can drive you crazy. Not only do they change from week to week, they change from corner to corner, block to block. You've really got to keep your eyes open to get your money's worth. Getty wants to give you the high-quality gasoline most cars need at the lowest possible price. That's why Getty is constantly watching the competition. We're doing everything we can to